I always adored the English language, and I was always very engaged in making it better. But the way I did it was simple. After I finished school, I never returned to formal studying. No books, exercises, grammar tables. Instead, I kept improving it in a different way. You know how people talk about intuitive eating? When you eat what you want, when you want, without strict rules. What I had with English was intuitive learning. Fiction books, favorite songs, old series I had already watched in translation. I used all of that. I let the language exist around me. And while it didn't help me much with speaking, my understanding, the depth of it, grew a lot. But remember, I finished school with a B1, B2 level and scored 186 out of 200 points on an independent test. Still, I believe that intuitive learning works even from zero. That language learning doesn't have to mean sitting behind books all the time. That it can actually be enjoyable. So, how did I start learning Norwegian? In the strangest way possible, I went to language cafes. For those who never tried it, it's simple. People with different levels meet together, they sit in groups, A1, A2, B1, B2. Each table has a moderator, usually a native speaker, who guides the conversation. And you just talk, introduce yourselves, discuss topics. Sometimes the teacher brings exercises, for example about Norwegian Christmas food. And then everyone talks about traditions in their home countries. Some days a participant brings a topic. Maybe someone has a job interview soon, so we practice the whole conversation together. And that's where I started learning Norwegian, a speaking club, with zero speaking skills, zero vocabulary. Okay, maybe I knew how to say hello, thank you, my name is Christina and where I came from. But honestly, that was it. You know this fear, being shy, afraid to sound stupid, afraid to make a mistake, the fear of being judged, the feeling that every word is wrong. Many people struggle with it. Some can't say a sentence without checking it 10 times in their head. But I didn't get the chance to have that fear in the beginning. I pushed myself into a conversation with a native speaker with literally no words. And somehow it worked. I still remember this day at speaking club and my teacher's face when she asked, "Oh, when did you arrive in Norway?" And I said, 5 days ago. And I also remember leaving that first meeting, knowing all the basic colors and numbers. Next meeting, parts of the body, then something else. Of course, I also studied a bit at home. I repeated what we learned. I wrote small texts. I love writing by hand. So yes, I recommend language cafes. They help so much with listening and speaking. I went 4 times a week for 4 months before I even started a language course. This helped me avoid the fear of speaking. But intuitive learning didn't stop there. I translate every single new word I meet in everyday life, literally any. A bus announcement, a message at school, something I heard in the store, a few words on sign outside. I don't always know why I need this word, but I know I'll meet it again soon. And it happens all the time. I translate a new word, and the next day I see it again in a completely different context. I don't keep flashcards. I don't have time for that. Life itself brings the same words back to me again and again. until I remember them. I learn a lot from songs. In the beginning, it was hard. There are so many dialects in Norwegian. You read the lyrics and half the words are written in a way you won't find in any vocabulary. Here, ChatGPT helped a lot. But anyway, if I love the song, I'll listen to it on repeat. So why not translate it and learn expressions faster? Another thing, I'm not shy to stop the conversation. If I don't understand something, I simply ask. Even if I understand the general meaning, I get curious about the exact word or expression. Of course, I don't stop someone who is in a hurry, but if it's a colleague at lunch or a classmate, why not? I listen to people everywhere, and when I overhear a conversation on the bus or at work, I listen carefully. Not because I need someone's secrets, but because if someone talks in a public place, it's not sensitive information, so I can listen freely. If I don't know a word, I type it how I hear it into my browser dictionary, and even if I make mistakes in spelling, I usually find it. If not, I ask ChatGPT, do you know this word? And surprisingly, it always finds it. The radio helps a lot too. I have it on while I work. Every hour there is a 5-minute news update, and I listen to it with full attention. I still remember how proud I was when I understood the entire 5-minute report for the first time. But besides that, the radio helps a lot with intonation. The special melody in the Norwegian language that's not so easy to learn unless you hear natives a lot. And yes, I use ChatGPT a lot, but only to improve, not to replace my input. I always write the entire message and every email completely on my own. I go through the corrections, and later I notice that I simply stop making those mistakes. But I never write in Ukrainian and ask for a translation. There is zero benefit from that. And I never translate full Norwegian text with Google Translate. I don't recommend it at all. If something is hard, I translate it word by word myself, whether there are 2 new words or 20. Artificial intelligence is a friend, but your friend shouldn't do all the work for you. Okay, this video is long, probably the longest video so far, but I wanted to share the most important things that helped me. If you have any questions, write them down below. And I wish you good luck on your language journey. It's not the easiest path, but language is a bridge to new people and new opportunities. So have fun while you're building it.